Hey guys, welcome back to this Dead is Dead playthrough. Last time we had some issues with the crime system somehow. There was some issue with me accidentally stealing something and I couldn't pay off the bounty, so I did a whole bunch of looking up some research into it. I tried a lot of console commands, I tried tweaking some settings in Xedit with lesser crime data. And eventually I found this. It's just pay crime gold 00 on a guard, use a console command on him, and then, yep, my blessing of Zenithar is back. I don't know why they wouldn't let me pay off the bounty. It's not supposed to happen that way, but I managed to fix it. A little help from some guys in the Discord. I eventually found that.
Oh,
And now we can
breath
continue
is
on
foul.
with the blessing.
What have you been eating?
I've been eating probably just humans, and let's figure out what to do. Pieces of the Past. Maybe we should finish up the Book of Love at 5% MR. Would be nice. Let's check out what the Khajiit has. Sell off
I
some
will
couple
take a look.
things. Ooh, nice. Yeah, surely. That's definitely worth it. 1,550. Oh, geez, yes. Instant buy. Let's see if I can make some money back. Let's see. Not really much else to sell besides the gauntlets I'm wearing. A little bit of an armor downgrade, 50 to 28, but extra damage is definitely worth that trade-off. Why do I have these bolts?
May your road lead you to warm sands.
Alright, let's see my damage. 766, and that's while not moving with my light armor perks, so that's pretty good. While moving with a power attack, that's going to be at least like 1,500 damage, I guess. Just looking at what kind of potions I have, because I think maybe take on that dragon in Kynesgrove, actually.
Climb and back, and we'll be off.
I think that's going to be the game plan. I'll take on the dragon in Kynesgrove, but it might have Unrelenting Force due to NPC state fix, which gives it that. Sunny's mod. So I think I'm going to get this 5% extra MR, just to be a little bit more protected. And if you guys didn't realize, I'm recording some post-game commentary because for some reason I recorded the dialogue for this episode
I hope that you will come
and
to
it just didn't
justice with us
record. I don't
again.
know if my mic was messed up somehow or I have no idea. But so for this episode and I think the next one as well, I'll be kind of stuck talking after the fact, even though I talked during the initial entire video, which is a little disappointing, but after that, it's been resolved. And yes, fun fact, I do not die in this episode or the next episode. So, a little spoiler there, I guess, but let us continue and get this 5%. It's a little bit dark, too.
All right, hand over your. Don't you walk away.
It gets so bright when I use that shout, and then it gets so dark again. I don't know why YouTube always makes the videos so much darker. Because if it's dark for me playing, and then it's definitely like 5 times darker on YouTube for some reason. Like it's definitely a good darkness level for me right now playing. Or when I was playing, rather. But yeah, doing this Book of Mar quest, I wish there was less ways to get MR that revolved in like questing, stuff like this, because this is like a really boring quest to do. I prefer quests that, like, you know, you really earn the achievement. Like maybe killing Movarth would give you 5% MR, even though it doesn't really make sense, but it's just like a cool reward because you don't really ever need to do that quest. And I finally used Night Eye.
Please help me. Are you? He must be here somewhere.
If you're playing a Dead as Dead character, you kind of have to do this quest eventually. I guess it's not an ultimate requirement, but there's almost no reason not to do it. Free 5% MR is going to benefit every character. Alright, and I know he's over here by some rocks. He's like toward the mountain, past the mammoths. Yeah, you can see him. For example, for the Blessing of the Bella quest, at least you have to, like, you're supposed to take out a full Forsworn bandit camp, which is, you know, at least, like, you have to fight a Briarheart, and then that's how you get the reward. But this one, it's, oh, I saw a dragon in the back. The saber cat, which isn't scary anymore. He just gets bopped like that, one hit. And this Ebony Warhammer upgrade is pretty nice. I'm pretty sure the effect is against all, I think it's immortal enemies. I don't know if it's humanoid or if it's immortal, but like all living enemies I think is what it works against. So that's all your animals, it's all your humanoids. I'm not sure if vampires are included. But if I'm fighting a vampire, I'll probably use silver anyway, so. And like Dremora, I'm not sure. Alright, so now the lovers have found each other. I can continue on. You could leave the area. You can't leave the entire cell, otherwise they'll just despawn, I think. But even if you leave the area, they'll float up and do their thing. So I'll check out this Shrine of Zenithar over here. Maybe pick up a couple items. I already have the blessing, so. Speech to 11. Okay, I guess. Ooh, okay, let's attack the giant. And yeah, I could one-hit a giant. I'm not sure how much health I do, but I didn't even have my Necklace of Peerless Sure Grip on. So I was doing an extra 30% less, and I could one-hit a giant. Of course, it's, you know, I'm on a horse, so it's like a running power attack, but that's absolutely insane. I didn't know how strong I was until I just bopped the giant and broke his kneecap. And for a little bit extra challenge, let's see how much damage I actually do now. So that's 1900. I'm not sure if mammoths or giants have any armor rating that I penetrated through, or how that works, but there you go, mammoth 2-hit. After doing that to a mammoth, I really didn't think I would do that much damage. For some reason, like, I guess I could have done the math and realized how much I did, but it just wasn't adding up in my brain. But after I realized that I'm doing a ton of damage, I felt a little overconfident, I guess, to fight a dragon one-on-one, because Delphine doesn't really count. And enchanting's making its way up there. It's going to be nice, kind of a quality of life thing, because I'll want to upgrade eventually my boots and gauntlets. My rings are pretty good and my necklace, so I probably won't have to do that for a while. And probably same goes with my savior's hide, but my helmet, I can't really put any good enchantments on it as far as I know, so I'll probably have to find something worthwhile in the like hand placed or
Climb and
something.
back, and we'll be off. Oh, steady.
I mean, I just found some pretty good gauntlets, 15%. So that's like an average kind of like a level 50 enchantment. I think 15%, about 50. So it's definitely better than what I can make now. All right, just have to do the tedious talking to the lady, get the blessing of Mara, and then I could fight a dragon.
Good to see you. Finally, someone useful is around.
And what I was doing there, you ask? I have no idea. I think I have no idea.
Lady Mara, your effort. Carry the blessings of Mara with
And that's
you,
it.
so the rest of the province
Just
may
carry the blessings of Mara, and all of a sudden 5% MR. I'm just going to check the Alchemist and probably stock up on a couple things that I don't already have, just because in my experience, a dragon has always breathed fire, but I'm pretty sure it's randomized.
Take a look.
So there is a good reason to be prepared. Potion of Cleansing in case it uses Drained Vitality, because that does a ton of damage.
Yes, yes, goodbye.
Check my MCM real quick, check my resistances. I'm at 50 MR on the dot, so I could almost dodge Unrelenting Force. Just
So
need
you're
one
an
more MR,
alchemist then.
but I'll need to potion up for that until I get that alteration up a bit. And the price difference is pretty big here, so I don't want to spend bank, so I'll get the medium tier one. And that'll bring me almost to cap anyway, 70%
Yes,
instead of
yes,
75%. And I still have my ward, so it's not like it's the end of the world if I run out of a magic resist potion. I could still block Unrelenting Force, I could still block Drain Vitality, so
Need a ride? Where do you want to go?
I'll just need to remember to use it.
Climb and back,
Oh,
and
first
we'll
time
be
to
off.
Windhelm
Oh,
with the
steady.
carriage. Oh, but I was there before. Dawnguard Warhammer looks cool. Has those like wings on the side. I like the design. Alright, now, on my way to fight a dragon. There he is, Alduin. Don't mind me, just gotta get these rabbits killed count up. I think I have a good amount now of those two. The goal is maybe to hit like over 100. I think that'd be a good goal. Let's see if I can eat the soldier. Alright, no bounty, so no one saw me. Or if they did, they didn't report it for some reason. I'm not sure if Delphine would report that. But I do have the buff, so I have a little bit extra health now. I am still nervous in case I do get sloppy. It's always possible I get hit by the wing. It shouldn't be, but I could make a mistake. But if I play correctly, there will be no dragons hitting me in combat. Switch to Waning Fire just because. Could be Fire Dragon. hotkey some of these things just in case. Now you can attack its skeleton as it's like rising from the ground, so you get like a few good hits in. So I'm gonna try to take advantage of that and quickly learn Mark of Death just because. Alright, I meant to do a running attack. And now I don't have a good angle on it. Oh, and I need to take Fortify two-handed. Oh, okay. Poison Dragon.
I am Salopnir. Hear my voice and
Poison Dragons are added by 3Tweaks. Oh my god, I did like 2,000 damage there. To a dragon. And he's not even aggroed on me, so I get a free hits in. Oh, Delphine's down. And I do have 100% poison resist, and his poison attack is still doing damage to me. So that is, that was actually a mod incompatibility with Babul's alternate descriptions, but that's fixed now after I reported it. And that's it, Dragon's dead, so over-prepared like usual. Yeah. Loot some of this stuff just for some extra money. So like usual, another dragon is dead. Just another piece of content completely trivialized with this build. Of course I was prepared for it. I'm not to say that I wasn't, but
It's true, isn't
and
it?
she's just talking while she's
They
still
are dragonborn.
she might be paralyzed, is that it? Alright, let's kill this bunny. Oh, you got lucky. I'll spare your life this time. Alright, whenever your paralysis ends, I will be waiting for you, Delphine. And here I was just checking to see why I was taking damage. So it's 0 poison damage per second, but when the when the menu displays it as 0, it's actually a decimal. So I was slightly losing health.
I owe you some.
So it's not
Go
the end of the
ahead.
world that was
Whatever.
an
I'm one of the-
incompatibility.
A very for the last.
But
now that dragons
fixed
are
now,
coming
anyway.
back, the first thing. The Thalmor are our best lead. Nothing saw the Empire, and now the dragon. Who else gains from that? If we problem is that place is. Meet me back. Keep an
The
eye on
Thalmor
sky.
embassy is so annoying.
This is only going to get worse.
It's not that it's hard to do, it's just that it's so much dialogue and stuff. More tedious than anything. You have to give the guy all your stuff and then go there. You know, it's just the same stuff over and over. I wish there were more ways to do that, like find out information, because it doesn't make sense that the Thalmor need to do that. And it turns out that the Thalmor don't even know anything, so. Besides Esbern, but. Hello, why are you there?
Need a ride? Where do you want to go?
Let's get going.
Climb and back, and we'll be off. Get up there.
I think I was debating going to the, what's the hideout called? The hideout to the east there, with the bandits, with the treasure map. I was thinking about clearing that out for some money, but I was like, I just killed a dragon, I don't need to fight bandits anymore. But let's talk to Delphine and then finish up her quest here so I could just go to Solitude at any time.
come on in. We got warm food, warm
I don't
drinks,
think
and
you
warm
will.
beds.
Come on, I have a plan.
And now we wait. I know I said I wasn't going to use Marked for Death, but I figured at the time I was just like, fuck it, let's use it to fight a dragon. Get a little bit more damage in there with each attack. Then I forgot to use it again, so.
Not here, downstairs. I figured out how we're going to get you. That would be a bad idea. I'd be the Thalmor. I can get. I have his name. I'll get. While
This
you're
is
doing,
so dangerous.
Meet me at the Solitude Stables after you've. Sounds
Like, she
good.
thinks that I'm gonna be a
Be
good
careful.
infiltrator just because I could kill a dragon? That doesn't make any sense. I'm not a trained Blades agent. Kind of a really big stretch to let you go to the Thalmor embassy when I look like this. Like, I'm a barbarian woman with a beard, and she wants me to go be with all these posh people. Not a very good strategy, to say the least. And now, I think is a good time to focus on another upgrade. It's going to be a character upgrade, so being a Lycan in 3Tweaks still gives you buffs. So I think gives you 50 health and stamina, 25 carry weight. It nerfs your magicka and magicka regen. Ooh, nice, two-handed. It also decreases your lockpicking expertise, so it's really not ideal to be a werewolf if you are a thief or a mage. And I think I said it, but it increases stamina regen. So you can't get well-rested bonuses for sleeping, but you do get stamina regen bonus for being a werewolf on top of extra stamina, which combined with extra stamina regen just improves it even more. So it's not the end of the world that you can't get the well-rested bonus anymore.
Sometimes the fates come to us. Sometimes men and women come to us to seek their fame. It makes no difference. What matters is their heart. And their arm. Of course.
Not going to become a vampire. Doesn't really help out with this build. The rings you get aren't too useful, and the extra fire weakness is really scary, so it's just not worth having to worry about fire all the time. With potions, and if I, enchanted gear, the fire resistance wouldn't be too bad, but it's always something I'll have to be ready to open my menu and equip a potion or something like that. Not the playstyle I want to go for. Nothing wrong with that, but just not this character. Alright, so I gotta wait for this guy to come out, and he's always annoying. I feel like if I go out too quickly, sometimes he just waits in here, so I have to go back in and then kind of wait for him to step it up a bit.
All these younglings.
Alright, now is a good time. Once I see him actually come close to the door. And now, as I have an ebony warhammer, let's see how much damage I do. Alright, I almost one-hit him while blocking, so he's just dead. He's downed. And he has his eyes closed. That was funny.
You're mightier than you look. You might just make it. But for now, here's my sword. Go take it up to your room to have it sharpened. And be careful. It's probably worth more than you are.
What brings you here? I'm guessing you...
So after I just beat him to the ground, he's like, yeah, take my sword to this guy, I'm fine.
Harbinger. I have a favor to ask. I've been... My wife is in mourning and... Well done.
Let's see what this guy sells. Dwarven Warhammer, that did a good amount of damage. Nothing on my ebony, but... Dwarven is definitely a solid choice to take. It's like the opposite of the Elven I had. I feel like both of those are really, really good early to mid-game Warhammers. Elven uses attack so quickly, it's like having a stronger battle staff. While the Dwarven Warhammer, you're going to attack really slowly, so you have to play a little bit more carefully, but when you do land one of those hits, it's going to hurt. Especially if you get like an unblocked power attack with a Dwarven Warhammer. Jeez. That's deadly.
If you wish... Ah, good. I've been waiting for this. Are you new here?
I told you. This is the whelp that Vilkas mentioned.
Ah, yes. I heard you gave him quite a thrashing.
Don't let Vilkas catch you saying that.
Do you think you could handle Vilkas in a real
I
fight?
never liked Ayla's voice actor. It
Whoa.
always seemed like
Here, let's have
really
Farkas show
fake.
you where you'll be resting your head.
Farkas.
Did you...
Of course we did, Ice Brain. Show this new blood where the rest of the whelps sleep.
New blood? Oh,
I really like her
well,
character design
I'm
and like
Farkas.
backstory and
Follow
personality,
me.
stuff like that. I just think the voice actor didn't do enough justice. I don't know if that's just me or if that's a popular opinion.
Young warriors are challenged us to be our best. They've lived.
What now?
Alright, so I could take his quest, just get like a really easy one,
We've got... I don't know. I just...
and then so I could
no
start the
more
next
than
quest
that.
already.
I don't... Go. Nice to have a new...
I've heard you make...
I'm not using ESF companions or anything, so all I have to do is beat up Danica, and then I'm good to go. I do like the idea of ESF companions where you have to do a few more quests in order to progress, but I feel like it's too dependent on some of the numbers in there, and I have to find Danica. Like, I don't like having to have like X two-handed skill or block skill or whatever to actually be able to progress. I think that's a little bit silly. It really kind of pulls you out of the immersion. It's like, oh, I have to like train in order to complete this quest. I think if you do like, I know you could change that, of course, but it's just the default settings.
Feel better
Alright,
already.
now where's Danica? Is that you?
Welcome, child. You can't scare me into submission.
This is funny. I
Let's
walk
go.
into her church or
Come on.
temple, whatever,
You
and
never should have come
beat her
here.
to the ground. Oh my god, that's hard. She hit her, like her neck must be snapped up. Ugh. That would hurt to say the least.
You're tougher than you look. Fine, I'll take care of it. Just please leave me alone.
Alright, that's done. So, this bearded orc woman just beat up the local town healer.
You seem
And
to have a
then
knack for this
now
kind of
they
thing.
want me to
Skjor was
show
looking for you. Don't know. I don't
my
like making him angry,
strength
but there is some work for
in
you. if you
Dustman's
want.
card.
There you are. I did. Last week, he seemed a fool to me. As a fight, we've just... Farkas, he'll answer. Try not to disappoint. Or to get him killed.
Some people don't think I'm smart. Those people get my fist. But you, I like. I hope you've readied your... So I'm told. Let's see if you impress. Don't delay, Shield Sister.
Alright, let's do it. We'll be a werewolf very soon. So the Silverhand aren't too difficult at this point. They are pretty strong though. I mean, they have some good poisons on their weapons. I think they could paralyze you. I'm not too sure. All I know is their weapons are poisoned. Whether it's just damage or paralysis, I forget. But you don't want to get hit by them, is what I'm saying. Early game, if you end up doing this quest, it's a very easy place to get silver weapons. So if you want to fight Draugr, all you have to do is start the quest, kill a couple Silverhand in the beginning, or rather let Farkas kill a few Silverhand in the beginning during his werewolf transformation, and you could loot, I think, silver swords and silver great swords. I'm not sure if there's anything else. But as a two-handed build, it's a really nice way to get a silver great sword early on if you don't want to get the Dawnguard Warhammer. Because you could just leave after that. You don't have to complete the whole dungeon. As far as the last room, some people say the last room is easy. All you have to do is use the stairs as like a choke point, and then, you know, dodge the unrelenting forces, and just fight the Draugr a couple at a time. I don't like doing the dungeon that way too much. I've done it before, but I feel I don't know. There's nothing wrong with doing it that way. It's certainly a valid tactic. But Farkas tends to go down very quickly. A lot of people say that Farkas is so OP, but he goes down very quickly unless you can protect him along the way. Like if you're underleveled, then you need to kind of hide and not take on too many Drugger at once, and Farkas will go down Drugger. Because he hits hard, but his AI isn't the smartest, and he'll just get attacked from like 4 Drugger at once. Nice. Still drains a good amount of stamina just to do these attacks. Now I equipped Mark for Death, but watch how many times I actually end up using it. I think that might be the only time. I have a problem with using shouts like that. Like I'll use Become Ethereal, Slow Time all the time, but when it comes to like Mark for Death and things like that, I'll just always neglect them. Alright, now time for the worst animations in history. He just takes like 5 seconds to transform into the werewolf, but while he's transforming, he's like attacking them. It's so silly looking. I don't know how this got past like playtesting. Shouldn't someone have been like, yeah, he's killing people while he's not even moving. And look, like the bandage is like touching him practically. I don't remember that happening when I first played Skyrim. I didn't notice. Maybe it's an SE only problem. So yeah, like 3 already died as he's still doing his growl. But anyway, let's check out the Silverhand. They have a lot of potions of cleansing. That's nice. I'm gonna get so many of those, I bet. Silver Great Sword, Silver Sword.
I hope I didn't scare. It's a blessing given to some. Huh. We should keep moving. Still the Draugr to worry about.
I wish there were more silver weapons in vanilla Requiem. I know that a ton of mods add like extra silver weapons, like silver daggers, etc. But I think they should be in the default. I'm not sure why they aren't.
Hello? Who's there? You won't live to see tomorrow.
I do like there are. So there's a silver warhammer with Dawnguard, silver war axe with Dawnguard. You have your generic silver greatsword and sword. You're just missing a mace, a dagger. We do have battle staves, and we are missing a battle axe. Which I guess you could use bound axe, and that counts as a silver battle axe. So it's really just maces. Which in 3Tweaks, because you could use silver at 100% effectiveness versus undead, so a silver mace would actually be decent. Oh, I used it. There, I used it one more time. I bet that's going to be the only one. Yeah, Farkas is a fucking truck. He has really good perks, so his attack speed's kind of crazy with that. And even though it's only a Skyforge steel greatsword, he still like plows through the Draugr. So if you didn't know, a couple people asked me before to drink a potion. Like I normally drink the potions of insight while I'm like looting a chest or body or something like that. With a controller, all you have to do is press the button. You can see like which button does what while I'm in the menu. It says it on like the bottom. I'm not using it again. I'm just doing myself wrong. But you could just drink using right trigger, left trigger, or activate, and you could drink it from the menu. But for some reason, when you're using mouse and keyboard, there's just no key to activate it from the menu without pressing the button to show more options or something like that. I don't know why they'd have it programmed differently when it's a very quality of life to do that. I need to restore some stamina. So my stamina is definitely a lot better than before, but if I fight a room at the end and there's a ton of Draugr, there's no way I'll be able to do that without something like a soup active, potions active, something to get my stamina back. Hit the body accidentally. It's nice I can open adept chests with no stamina at all. Just completely from my health. Do I use a shotgun here? Look at that, he just like wipes the floor with them. I wish the physics engine didn't have me hitting like dead bodies all the time when I'm obviously trying to hit like the enemy right in front of me. I could probably correct that by just aiming a bit higher. Feel right. So I'm going to try to protect Farkas the whole time by basically just attacking the Draugr that are going to attack him. And that should allow me to put up a decent fight against them and still have him help me. But we'll see what happens, especially with my stamina.
Time to end this little game.
It's dark as hell. For some reason this little room is not very well lit. It's a little bit better. No, there's a Draugr here. I think it's a Death Lord. Can't even see it, but I could kill it. Okay. I feel like the range with the Dawnguard Warhammer is lower, but it's probably in my head. Jesus, he just one-hits everything. It's ridiculous. And I was just looking, I'm getting pretty close to my 20,000 gold mark. 17 and like a half right now. I'll get some for the chest at the end here. Can't see anything. There we go. Grab the key. I suppose I'll just loot the rest of these bodies. There's a ton. Pick up all the gold. There's bodies here somewhere. Oh well. Let's just progress. I never understood why there's just skeevers here and then like a few spiders. It's so random. always gotta check burial urns, just kind of an OCD kind of thing. Quick save because I don't want to have to do all that again, especially dragons at the beginning and all that nonsense. When I play, I normally only do like an hour, maybe up to 2 hours at once in terms of these videos, and I'll take a break. So I don't need to save because I normally don't crash that often, but on the off chance I do for whatever reason, like switching into a new cell or something like that, I just don't want to have to redo everything. I should probably be using some stamina potions so I could progress a little bit faster. And here we are, yeah. Alright, so I got my cooked meat up. I don't have Namira's ring blessing up, but oh well, there's no bodies here. There were the silver hand, but Farkas might be able to report me. So, fortify health. Hotkey some stamina, just in case. And probably just loot the chest first, see what I get. Might be a gear upgrade. But there's not. Ring of major stamina, so nothing good. Oh, Grand Soul Gem. And what do I learn here? Normally it's Fire Breath, but this is going to be, okay, Frost Breath. I'm contemplating. And I learned Predator's Might. Get a little bit extra health and stamina for the fight, and that can replenish me when the spell is worn off. Alright, so let's one Draugr down. I don't get one hit then. Oh, I got hit there. That was not intentional. Ooh, there's one behind it somehow. See, like, if you help Farkas do a good amount of the damage like I'm doing, then he generally stays alive. But if you kind of depend on him as a meat shield while you hack away slowly, especially if you have like a one-handed build, then he goes down. Especially as like a mage when you're not the one getting hit. Should probably take another stamina potion. No Death Lords at all? That's very unusual. Wow, that's almost the end. Because the doors are broken. Normally there's like at least like 3 or 4 Death Lords I see in here. Then gotta watch out for those shouts. But this time, oh, okay, I lucked out. Not complaining. Just surprised. Gotta get those 3 septums, right? Alright, so Dustman's Cairn is completed, and like the theme of this playthrough is things are a little easy for me. I feel like I have a very hard time deciding like what is going to be difficult for a build and what's not going to be. Like, I always considered this Draugr Ruin a little bit hard, but then I forget how difficult some other things are. I'm like, yeah, I could do that, and then nope. I'm so used to playing mages that like invisible entities are very easy for a mage. Just cast like a fire storm or whatever it's called, the area of effect expert spell that explodes like around you. Just cast like one or two of those dual casted, and invisible entities are a joke. But then when you play a melee build, you gotta like actually aim for them, and it could be a little harder, especially with the slighted. Amvir's Rest. And, oh yeah, this is master locked. What's the helmet I get here? Not worth it. Probably never gonna use vampire dust, so it's just kind of a waste. I should just sell it. Sells for a nice price. It's a little. 3Tweaks does a lot of weird things with the weight of alchemy ingredients. It increases a lot of random ones to some weird values. Not sure how I feel about that. I'm not sure what inspired those changes specifically to ingredient weight, but it is what it is. Probably to nerf alchemy a little bit, so you can't just loot everything.
We've been awaiting your...
Alright, so let's go in the back, do the celebration.
Brothers and sisters of the Circle, today we welcome a new soul into our mortal fold. This woman has endured, has challenged, and has shown her valor. Who will speak for her?
I stand witness to the courage of the soul before us.
Would you raise your shield in her defense?
I would stand at her back, that the world might never overtake us.
And would you raise your sword in her honor?
It stands ready to meet the blood of her foes.
And would you raise a mug in her name?
I would lead the song of triumph as our mead hall reveled in her stories.
Then the judgment of this circle is complete. Her heart beats with fury and courage that have united the companions since the days of the distant green summers. Let it beat with ours, that the mountains may echo and our enemies may tremble at the call.
Okay, let's get on with it.
It shall be so.
Well, girl, you're one of us now. I trust you won't disappoint. I see not some take to it more than others.
Skjor says that I have the strength of Ysgramor.
Come to me with questions.
Has his smarts.
We've received it. A citizen of the company. Get moving. What brings you to me?
Alright, so I need to do one more mission,
Run
and I have to rescue Ulfina Greymane from Shimmermist Cave. That's
I was
nearby,
the newest companion until you
actually.
came along.
Yeah, it's right over there. I think that is Falmer.
I guess that's okay. Just means I can show you the ropes. I've heard some.
Because I remember glowing mushrooms, so I'm assuming Falmer. So that's not a far distance, so we can just head there real quick.
Well, let me know if you want anything.
First, let's see. Yeah, I'm running a little bit low on beef stews, so
take a look.
Falmer can be kind of scary. I don't know the layout of this dungeon too well, so
Need anything
all the
else?
beef stews are mine.
Think you can go blade to blade with me? You'd be dead in 6 seconds.
Alright, let's just fast travel, make it a little quicker. I probably should have slept to get some extra stam regen, but it's not the end of the world. Alright, Loria's farm, so just deposit some stuff. And we're gonna level up, cool. Okay, some extra health. Let's finish up with these last 3 points. 40 enchanting. Not bad. Alright, I think it's right there. I kind of saw the sticks and for the gate, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna meat pie it here, get a little extra health and fortify stamina. I know some of those Falmer have like frost sphere or whatever, so I gotta be careful about that. Magic resist is nice, but I would rather just one-hit the Falmer rather than resist a spider too. And there's my Predator's Might. Alright, yeah, glowing mushrooms right off the bat. And let's do it. Okay, spider in the right, I remember the spider. Okay, one hit. Hello. Okay. Oh, okay. That's VRAM's favorite thing.
Must be
What?
my imagination. Thank the
You're right
gods.
here?
Let's move.
Okay, I do not have to do the whole dungeon then. That's so stupid. So a spider kidnapped her? Is that the story here? We have to rescue a kidnapped Ulfina from this giant spider. She's not even like in a cocoon or anything, like of webs. She's just in a hut. Okay. This quest could be really dumb sometimes. She's not even like kidnapped by the Falmer or something, like as a slave, like in Blackreach. Okay, whatever. That just means I can become a werewolf even quicker. I'll probably want to actually do that dungeon for real, just to, because it feels like it's kind of cheap, just killing a spider and that's it.
To the rest of the companions.
So I think once I rescue her, I'll just actually clear the dungeon in full. But I'll drop her off, talk to the companions now, and become a werewolf, which has the best animation for becoming a werewolf when Ayla spills her blood. And why I took this way, I don't know.
Come to me. So I hear. You Skjor was looking for you before. Talk to him before doing anything else.
Yes, but it's not. We will speak more. I forget the door is hidden, but I will show you the way.
Alright, let's get this thing over with Skjor.
Yellow will be. Are you prepared?
I'm ready, buddy.
Prepared. Take my lead. do this in secret because Konlak is too busy trying to throw away this great gift we've been granted. He thinks we've been cursed, but we've been blessed.
What's that mod
How
called?
can something that
Moonlight
gives this kind
Tails
of
or
promise
something?
be
I really
opposed?
like the extra furs
So
you
we
could
take
get.
matters into our own hands.
I wish
To
that
reach
was
the heights of the
included in like one of the
companions,
popular
join with us in the
mods.
shared blood of the wolf.
Besides that mod, because
Are
I
you
don't want
prepared to
all the
join
other
your spirit
changes,
with the
just
beast
the
world,
werewolf
friend?
skins, and you can have different color eyes and
Very
stuff.
well.
It's kind of weird how all the werewolves you see are the same color. Alright, all of a sudden, blood. That's so stupid. There's like a dumb sound effect too. Okay, and that is that. I'm a werewolf, and it spawns me outside. It's so dark. It spawns me outside here. I remember one of the mods I had. I don't remember what it was. Maybe you guys know or have used it, but it spawns you inside Whiterun. So this one spawned me like outside the sewer gate, which makes sense because you just like hop out there. But that one, whatever mod I used, spawned me inside Whiterun, and like you could kill the guards, and you could end up leaving. It might have been Moonlight Tales, potentially, but I don't know. But that was interesting because you could easily die from those guards, since you have no armor and it's a pretty tight space, and there's a lot of guards with bows and stuff. But all right, this is a really easy way to die in werewolf form. I don't have my normal attacks. There, you have to go pretty close range, and I do have extra health, of course, but that's still not my armor. So waiting is the best option, and then you, of course, get fast travel to wherever this is, Hangman's Gallows, something like that. I don't know.
Yours was... We even have... There's a pack... The silver... We're going to... Lead on. Skior's already scouting ahead.
All right,
Take my
so
lead.
I'm not going to continue on. There's no reason for me to. I don't really need anything else. The only thing I get from this quest is going to be the shout and a bag of holding, and that I really don't need. But I think I get a treasure map at Gallows Rock, whatever it's called, Hangman's Gallows. I'm probably confusing a Fallout 4 place, Hangman's Alley, with Gallows Rock and kind of combining them. But yeah, I didn't get that treasure map yet. So I think next time maybe we'll continue with maybe the main quest in Solitude. Sounds like a good idea. Kill the Spriggan for good luck. Ooh. Okay, there we go. Ooh, it just lit up everything. That's cool. Anyway, with that being said, I'll loot the Spriggan, and I will see you guys next time with exactly what I am going to do. Probably the main quest, though. Alright, thanks for watching. See you guys.